that policeman, I just don't get what I would say was wrong with him. You know, police cannot attribute problem to spirituality, but that may not be far from it, because that's the only explanation.
I swear, it be like say in village people just wake up, remember them that day. This is weird. Okay, Niger Express. So this video about this police officer in Delta State who shot and killed that young man is a very concerning video. And it's concerning because a lot of people are saying that it be like say the policeman gets something to hide. Like there's already that theory say it be like say the police officer like maybe he gets something where they hide and we can buy that guy like that. And this is a video from Channels, an interview with the PRO of Delta State Police, and this is somebody that I like and I respect a lot. When it comes to, you know, police officers, we know say bad ones day, but good ones day. Well, unfortunately, those good ones, we know they ever see their video go viral, and the bad ones they go viral because that's what actually, you know, people want to hold conversations about. When you see those bad eggs, there's a lot of, you know, discussions around that because it's triggering. When you see somebody doing the normal thing, nobody they talk, but for the bad ones, people they talk. But for this particular issue, and the PRO said something that I want to echo. This is not normal. This is very abnormal. He even said the police don't believe in spiritual something, but if not, this one don't the virtual around spiritual. And I would think, you know, it is one of three things. This is, trust me, when you know some people they say, Nigerian police. This is not the Nigerian police. This is not a Nigerian police thing. Like, even if, let me even say worst case scenario, even if say the police say there be one by the guy say then get hand, bro, therefore no do one for public like this. So this is not the Nigerian police. This is not how they operate at all. So people saying Nigerian police, no, this is that particular man, that particular police officer. Something is wrong with that man. Something is wrong with that man in particular. Please, let's not carry this issue and be it's not a Nigerian police thing. Even the period of SARS where we talk up and down, there was nothing like this going on that people could see in public. You know, we they hear the stories but was nothing like this. So this is something completely different. I think personally, is either true. If I say spiritual thing they involved, maybe something don't happen to the man. Maybe the person will send. This is my own theory. So maybe the person will send the guy. Don't consent something come for the policeman, make it for Payam. He said that, bro. It sounds funny, but this is not normal. This is not normal. Is it that or make it be say the policeman can't get her? Maybe he know waiting they happen. Maybe he know. Is it that because this is a lot of what a lot of people are saying. It is either that or which will be the third option. Say for I've even come. I'm just trying to like look my way around because trust me, this is not the Nigerian police at all. This has nothing to do with the Nigerian police. This is that person individually. There's no sane human being that would do this, that what this police officer did. So this is not a matter of Nigerian police. I know say normal would they like blame Nigerian police. This is not a Nigerian police issue at all. This is that particular man. I don't forget his name. This is that particular man. I think exactly. My third option is he said that man must have maybe he don't deal on drugs. Yeah, it's possible. They need to do a drug evaluation on the man. He might have been on drugs. He might have been operating under the influence of drugs, and that's why maybe he no come like maybe they be like say the dream. Because when the thing happened, like I'm just trying to. There's no, trust me, police officers sometimes we know say them the bad, but there's no one that will go to this level. There's no one that will go to this level. Like normally, if say maybe there was a struggle, the boy tried to attack them, it's a different thing. This boy was already tied up, and I don't think it's the Nigerian police that tied him up like this. I think because the people where the park already noticed the thing, come hold the guy, come call police. So I think it was the people that actually because it was if it was the police, now handcuff the for use handcuff that guy. So but like saying that the people where been they'd already been catch the guy, tie the guy down, and this guy, there was no reason for you to actually shoot this guy. There was no reason. That's why this thing is a very strange thing. I think if somebody needs to do, say, like for example, now if they say abroad now, they go say they want to evaluate the police officer, maybe he get mental issues, or maybe something don't happen to her window, they lose their mind. That might be the case because this is not normal. Trust me, this is not normal. But I want to see this the PRO for the Delta State Police. I want to just see some of your reactions, because like I said earlier, this is somebody I don't know the man personally, but this is somebody I just like the way he talks, the way he expresses himself. You see that he's somebody that is actually quite level-headed. But make we see what anyone talk regarding this issue, because this issue shock me, I swear.
I'll start with the issue at hand, which is a very sad issue. Since my 6 years of public relations, this is my most difficult moment, because having an incident that cannot be explained is very difficult. There is no explanation for this.
I swear, like this is it. People don't understand how confusing this thing is. This is not normal. It's not normal. This is far from normal. This is not a Nigerian police issue. That man has issues. That particular officer, he has issues. Trust me, Nigerian police force is not as corrupt as this. Even if you want to call them corrupt, it's not as bad as this. This is something else. This is just something else.
That policeman, I just don't get what I would say was wrong with him. Police cannot attribute problem to spirituality, but that may not be far from it, because that's the only explanation.
I swear, be like say village people just wake up, remember him that day. This is weird.
So on Sunday, this young man came with a way bill. Having had that meeting with the CP, the park decided to check every way bill before they were allowed to go. On checking that particular way bill, they saw a Beretta pistol with 4 rounds of live ammunition.
Wow.
They quickly arrested the guy and tied him to his back and called the area commander a full area command. So
they see how this thing takes up like this. Like, so this guy won't go way bills parcel to another location. The people at the park actually now said, okay, because they've informed them that they should be searching, because true before, you can just go and waybill something, nobody bothers to check what is inside, they just carry it and go. But now, which is a very good one, you need to check and make sure that this thing where you carry, so now legal something, make person not say because you be carrier or you be this, they can't go the waybill nonsense for you. You that you are moving something, you have that right to search that thing that you are carrying. So these people at the park actually searched these guys in parcel and found a pistol with some bullets there. So they did the right thing and captured this guy. Citizens arrest, which citizens are allowed to do. They held this guy and then they called the police, which is the right thing to do. So how this story take turn south is just amazing.
Una mandated a team, a surveillance team, led by this ASP, to go and bring the suspect. The instruction was very clear. Go and bring the suspect.
Go and bring the suspect.
That was the instruction. So one would wonder why a suspect who is not a threat to you, a suspect who is already tied to his back, a suspect who was begging for his life, you tried to shoot him the first time, it did not work, you removed your magazine, arrange it again and shoot him for the second time.
No, this is weird. Like I'm saying this is not the Nigerian police. The first time I've been seeing this video, I swear down, I wanted to say, are these guys sure these are Nigerian police officers? If not that there's this confirmation that we are seeing right now. Wallahi, I've been thinking say these people no be Nigerian, no be police, because they were on mufti, so I thought they were no police. I said, make people not just go carry police motor to come now, come commit crime now. We go think say na police na can do this thing.
It is not explainable. It is not pardonable. And I want members of the public to know that the police does not cover officers like that. I'm very sure that guy will have his day in court and will face murder charges. I'm very sure. I will not speak for the top.
That's exactly what this is, man. This is murder, man. This is murder. There's no how that guy will not face murder charges, because it's anything apart from that. This is a defenseless citizen. If, like, say, maybe the boy now, they fight with the guy, the police officer, maybe, you know, they try escape, and then something like this happen. That's why I said, even if, say, let's say those police now, they're bad. Let's say they wanted to capture this guy, they wouldn't have done this in the view of people. It would have been a situation where they would have found a way to do it privately. So this doesn't make any sense. So even if, say, those police officers, they were complicit in this, or they had to do, like, they would have found a way to do it away from the view of other people. So this does not add up at all. This does not add up at all.
Hierarchy of the force, but I'm certain that is the direction it is going, because as we speak, he left Asaba last night by night movement. They left Asaba to Benin to conclude his query, and they left Benin as at 8 p.m. yesterday going to Abuja. I believe as at this morning they're already in the force headquarters, because he will be dealt with. There's already an ongoing section of the force disciplinary committee that will handle his case, and I believe by the end of today we will hear the outcome of that section. So it is not something we can explain. He only knows, he's the only one that can explain why he did what he did, and he will use his head to carry what he has. The music he has started playing, like I've always been saying, he will dance to it, because that guy has a right to life. Every suspect has a right to life. Nobody has the monopoly of violence. You don't just go about killing people because you are bearing firearm given to you by the government of Nigeria to protect life and property. It's not making any sense to me. Then on the issue of the address,
seriously, it's not making any sense.
Code, that's because the surveillance team attached to the area command, Efuru, that's why they appear like that. But if you observe closely, you discover that their vehicle was clearly branded. So it's not something that will say, oh, they don't want them to know they are policemen. No, their vehicle was clearly branded.
So and this is another issue, you know, for the issue of this, you know, police officers on Mufti. Sometimes there are some situations that might arise that you will need like non-uniform officers, you know, because sometimes they won't go do investigations, sometimes they might want to blend in, you know, that kind of thing. So then when Mufti sometimes is you can give it a pass. But at least they came in with the police vehicle, so we know we think it's police officers, you know. But I would say for a case of where somebody has to, there's an arrest to be made, when you have to interact with citizens, I would suggest that the police officers should not do it on Mufti. If there has to be a whatever reason, if there has to be a cause for the police officers to like make an arrest, you know, detain someone or you know, pick up someone, like I would advise they come with their uniforms. And this is for a safety or security reasons. That's the only reason why I would suggest this one, because sometimes we've seen where people they will talk, say some people come, they can't kidnap some people and them dress like this, you know, that kind. So sometimes you don't even know you. So Mufti is one way like that even makes it worse. If you come with if now Mufti, if me I see police officer uniform, at least I will respect the uniform. But if somebody come to me with Mufti, I will have my doubt if these people are really police officers, you know. If not for the you know, the branding on the police vehicle, that was the only thing that people around could have known that these guys are police officers for. Random person where they like, that's why I said watching the video of that guy, I was like, he sure saying that police be this. You know, so random person seeing these guys, you know, radishing firearms and you know, just executing somebody like that, it doesn't look like these are police officers. So that's why I said, before you give them, like, they can be on Mufti to do certain exercises, but before they have to, like, you know, do that, you know, policing interaction with the citizens, I believe that only uniformed officers should be allowed to do that. Like normal. Say when I know say when I won't go arrest person, I believe say them supposed wear uniform go. That's what I would like to, you know, suggest. Make you know, be like, say yes, we understand that they need mufti uniform sometimes, mufti police officers sometimes, so investigations and all that. But if an arrest is about to be made, an interaction with citizens on an official level is about to be made, I would suggest they wear uniform, so that at least that way we can recognize them as Nigerian police and see their name tags before they carry out such arrests or such interactions with people.
Area command, forum.
Right, so let's run through the major issues. So the officer Usman Nuhu, you say, is on his way to Abuja, but I counted at least 3-4 police officers in that video, and they're culpable as well. So what is their own fate in all of this, and how many?
Okay, so that's true. The other police officers that were there. So this is another issue. Some people online are saying, yes, all the police officers we did there. I understand that, as a police officer, you see, something wrong. Even if your colleague is committing an offense, you should stop him. But first of all, like I said, this is a very strange issue. No police officer in his right senses would expect that another police officer will do this. I don't know if you understand. So, seeing this guy now, they might not know what he's up to. They might think maybe this guy is just trying to, and I don't want to start, making up defense for this guy, but I'm saying this whole thing does not make sense. I'm just playing devil's advocate here, because true, if say na me, did here and I follow person good here, and I see this person and a person where I don't know since, except I know that this person is a hothead and this person is somebody that is not balanced, which should not be in the police force in the first place. Except I know a person like that. Say I can't see my colleague carry gun. I feel things say maybe in just one way, made the guy for talk something, or that kind of thing. But none of this. I am very positive that none of these police officers was expecting that guy to actually pull the trigger, because that is not the mode of operandi of the Nigerian police now. So I don't expect anybody there to jump in. They feel things say maybe this guy just maybe one will the guy one could. Nobody will expect that. And I don't know if they are ranking, the other people's ranking there. It might have been the senior officer there, and to them now they feel like they don't know what they stop. They might not want to start arguing with their superior. Like we see the video went over there some days ago where some of them on duty were arguing with the officer in charge there when he was telling them they should let the guy go, and they were like, no, the guy must follow them to the station. Now still people see the complaint, say why they don't listen to their superior. So you see this kind of thing is actually quite tricky, because you as a you are subordinates, or how you are under this guy, and you see this guy now come outside, they take the lead. Now lead you not go one follow. Now you say I'm carrying gun, you not gonna know what's in the shop. So I don't blame them for not coming in. But the problem with that one be say the guy don't first try him the first time, it no work, which is even helping the statement why they make, because at that point I will feel like, okay, but I say this guy just won't whale this guy, because for the fact he shoots the first time, it no work. If he be say maybe in just they use the guy catch cruise, that's what I would think if I was there, because it is, trust me, this thing is not normal whatsoever.
Many are involved, at least for you.
It's a team of 5, and the 5 of them are on their way. They should be in force headquarters. It's not only ASP Nuhu that was taken to the force headquarters. The entire team was taken to the force headquarters, because it belongs on them to stop their colleague from doing the wrong thing. The video did not at any time show that they tried to stop him, so they cannot completely exonerate themselves.
And by the way, look, I'm just playing devil's advocate. Like I'm saying, I'm just playing devil's advocate. If I be another police officer there and I see this guy carry gun and he can't buy this guy, what do you expect me to do? This guy, the guy if you're a cuckoo, you don't expect me to now go there and start, I would hopefully look for a way to tender the matter to the superiors, because this guy is still armed with that thing, he's still armed with that thing. So it's a tricky thing, but normal, man, no lie for this part. When una notice, okay, for I say I with the gun, I don't know what in they try do, because they are all armed there. When I don't know what they try to, I say I would go on, maybe they will let the guy. I not say come, the guy don't buy the guy, bro. That guy is they're supposed to arrest that guy, like at that spot. Because if it was a citizen that did the same thing as them, stand there now, one citizen just come carry something, buy the guy or kill the guy, I'm not expecting them to just leave him like that. That citizen, I sure say they will carry that citizen, So maybe that's where I would have felt like, okay, since this, but then, like I said, the guy still hold the thing when he carry. So for now, I want to arrest this guy. Person where they ready to shoot, person where no carry, that somebody that's unarmed. Say now you where you can't carry arm, you won't say you won't arrest him. Person will not do anything, apply the guy. Bro, fear go catch me if it was I being colleague. So for the case of the colleagues, I'm not really all that concerned about the colleagues. The only thing is this how they have been acting? Maybe this is what they've been doing in secret that nobody knows, and just this one I just cast them. So there's a lot of just weirdness about this whole case. This case is just strange.
From it, because the video did not at any time show them trying to restrain the police officer. You can restrain you can even disarm your colleague when he's going out of line. They ought to have done that. They did not do that. So I believe they are culpable as well. They will go and defend themselves at the force headquarters.
Made them defend themselves, but seriously, like on that one, to me it's kind of tricky though. Kind of tricky.
Not only ASP Usman that was taken to force headquarters, the entire team led by the area commander himself. They are presently in force headquarters as we speak.
So you say this cannot be explained in natural understanding. So based on that, what do we know about this officer Usman Nuhu?
Well, for now, we've not had any record of close to this kind of incidents from him. That's never happened. He has been in the command. I've known him for over 6 years.
Wow.
We've never had a reason to believe that he could do this. And by virtue of his rank, a 2-star officer, by virtue of his rank, it is expected that he knows what is right and what is wrong.
Exactly.
It is expected that he knows what it takes, how it is for a police officer to be seen as professional. You should be able to understand what it means to respect human rights. And that was why it was mandated to go and bring a suspect. So that was why at the beginning I said, even though we don't believe in spiritual problem, you never can tell, because that's the only explanation that one can try to give. Because initially from what we had, the suspect was handed over to him. He picked the suspect, put him in the vehicle. Before he said, okay, let's leave the park, he brought him out again and started doing what he did.
So this is the point where some people are like, yes, something is going on, because for the fact that he put him in the car, brought him out, nobody knows what was said in the vehicle. Although so it seems the other people in the team were there, maybe those ones feel can't talk within the sub, but it's said nobody knows, what transpired inside the vehicle. And then you already put him in the vehicle like you were going to take him away, and then all of a sudden you bring him back out and you do that. Is just weird. That is just weird.
So one cannot explain why he did what. He's the only one that can explain it, and he's not with me right now for me to bring him before the media to explain. Okay, maybe when he's eventually dismissed, he will explain in court why he did what he did.
But this young man, his name has been he's been called Oganemine, the person who was killed. He was begging for his life. He kept saying, take me to Sapalaka. I will tell you whatever you need. I will tell you. I've never seen someone beg so passionately for life and cooperate in such manner. But we had the officer still shoot him, not once, twice from that video we saw. And to a lot of Nigerians, it proves one thing, that the policeman and perhaps others there, the other policemen, know something about that Beretta pistol that was way-built, and they didn't want him to spill any information. So while they must be punished for killing that man, to the very maximum sentence, we must also unravel what is behind that pistol that was way-built, because he kept saying, I would tell you. And it's only someone who is involved, someone who is guilty, that wants to kill a witness that is about to spill the details of that particular operation.
So this is another, interesting, point in this whole thing. The guy, if you watch the video, the guy was already, saying, I go talk, I go talk, I go carry you, go meet the guy will be the thing. So why? This is why this thing doesn't really make much sense. And that's why people are saying that policeman, maybe he has a hand or he knows something that he doesn't want the other guy to say. Because this at best case scenario now, you're supposed to, okay, this guy, no, we go find out the root of this thing. Let's go and find out where first of all, we need to even know where this pistol is going to. Like, we supposed to know where they go. And then now you say, okay, now person send me, I go carry you go meet the person. We say, let's go and find out if this guy is actually saying the truth. So in worst case scenario, this guy might, and who knows, like, this might be a boy of someone. This might be a boy of someone who is, trying to go on an errand, and he doesn't know, because true, if now say a master send them now, let's say a boss send them, he no go won't open the package when boss send them. He will want to just carry it to the park like that and deliver. If you never work for person before, if you don't work for person before, you go understand, say you get certain things where if you just do on your own. Like, say me, I dey work for person and the person give me something, say help me carry and go way bill. Me on my own, I would not want to open that parcel, except I carry for the way bill. Now them decides, okay, for the office they have to open it before they way bill it. That's a different thing. But me on my own, I might not want to. So there's a lot of reasons why you cannot just unalive this guy like that. We don't know where this thing is coming from. We don't even know where it is going to. If on a norms, waiting some smart police officers for do. Therefore, come out that thing, put another thing inside, then go wait for that place where the location where this thing they go. So at least if you catch everybody where they involved, go wait for the place where that parcel they go. Come see who will come pick that thing up. Then come ask the person, say, okay, waiting be this thing where you can carry. Why is somebody sending you this particular package? If they wanted to unravel this thing, because this would have led to something even bigger, like instead of one person, now therefore don't catch like 3 people. Therefore don't catch the person we send them. Therefore don't catch the person we they send them go meet. Make we know why. And then if we know, okay, who be on a supplier, who's the person that is giving you guys these arms. So this whole thing just does not make any sense. And the fact that they actually took him into the vehicle and brought him out again, who knows what might have transpired inside? Who knows?
Within the police cycle, if I tell you that we've not had that line of thought, then I'll be lying to you. Because we have been trying to ask ourselves, what are the possible reasons why the officer did this? But the what makes it difficult to want to believe that is the circumstances that led to his deployment there. It was the area commander who deployed him. That kind of coincidence, it will be very difficult to be coincidental, though not completely impossible. We have very good hands in the Nigerian police force, and they will not just dismiss him and take him to court. Investigation will be carried out. A lot of analysis will be done to know the real motive behind that shooting, and also to know who sent that young man to reveal that gun as well. And this is not the first time.
That's the problem now. Now with the guy day alive again, how do we know who sent him? Like how want to know who sent him? Nobody person supposed to carry on a good there. This is why what that police officer did is just so unbelievable.
I've done videos where we recover gun, drugs, even cocaine that was passed in a bulb through, and they were trying to reveal it to different parts of the country. So we will definitely unravel this one. It's not ending by just say, okay, dismiss. No, investigation will be carried out to understand why he did what he did. Knowing that the suspect is already willing to give you the information that you did to arrest more suspects. He has to explain. Definitely,
there will be more suspects.
He must explain. I would also like to add that in my years of service, I have never seen this. Yes, from distance we hear stories, but I have never. And I can tell you that I have only been able to watch that video once. And that was because I was watching it through my commissioner of police phone. I couldn't say, oh God, I can't watch this. But subsequently, whenever I hear that boy begging, I usually block my ear, because I just hope, I keep hoping he will not shoot, even though it had already passed. It is that bad, because that's somebody's son. It could be my brother, it could be anybody, and that guy could be innocent, for goodness sake.
Exactly. That's what a lot of people are like. This guy could have been innocent. He said somebody sent him to send this thing. We don't know. We don't have the facts. So This is exactly why we have the legal system. I know sometimes the legal system might be flawed, but for cases where we are not sure, we are not certain, because truly this guy could have been innocent. It might just be an errand boy who then they don't send go message when you no come back again.
It could just be an innocent person who was sent to go and will build something and nobody knows what, and he may not even know the content.
Funny enough, do you know that it might even be a random person? Like sometimes if people are smart, we won't carry out things like this. They fit just pick one person for road, just say, "Alpha, help me send this team. I'll give you money." Where we say they know to know. Help me go send and go this person place. If for somebody smart, and now this person could just go for nothing.
It's very sad. The police condemned this outrightly, and this incident happened on Sunday. Before the whole video started coming out, he was already on his way to Benin for the AIG to sign his query for him to go to force headquarters. So it's not something that the police intend to cover. The police has never covered such. One inspector that did something in the year 2023, he was dismissed, charged to court, and he was even sentenced to death.
No, but see, this is why I said I don't think this is a Nigerian police issue matter. Like maybe best case or worst case scenario, we can say, okay, maybe they're supposed to evaluate the people that they employ. That's the angle I can see us taking it to. Ordinarily, this doesn't really this is not a police force thing. Like no normal human being will even do this. Not to talk of say you be police officer or Nigerian police. Like this is it's a weird thing. Normally this na jungle justice will go see. But when you are now somebody that is in a force person, you are operating under the covering of the law or of the government. You know you are responsible to the government. You are speaking on behalf of the government, so you cannot just come outside and do silly things like this. If say na random people now do this thing, we go say na so the jungle justice is, but a police officer cannot do this. So this is a weird case. This is a weird case. Trust me, if to say in hand dey inside, we for no see this thing happen like this. If we don't go hide, do am. So this is just, I think that man has mental issues. I don't even, because this is not a say Nigerian police bad matter. This is not it, rara. I think this guy has mental issues. I think that officer has serious mental issues.
So one would wonder why policemen don't want to learn from the mistakes of others. It's very sad. And
no man. And we've seen a lot of scapegoats, because police say you collect bribe, you then catch you. The video they online, they catch you. You they go. This man did this thing in public, and we know nowadays. Like if suppose don't they see the videos online where they go on, people they record with meta glasses, people they record with phones. A lot these days, you see the social media thing. It actually comes with its curse and its blessings, because people don't they shout, social media age, Gen Z age. Yes, we understand. It's causing some issues, but for the most part, it's exposing a lot of things that ordinarily we would have not been privy to know before. And now you as a police officer, see nowadays everybody they like carry camera, they don't want get interaction here and there. Say this man fits that, like people feel they record you, and you can't see do this kind of thing. It does not make sense. It does not add up.
This guy will carry his cross. Yeah, I know. I'm very, very sure that he will face the worst penalty there is, because what he did is inhuman. He's not representing the police by any way with what he did.
Wow. Mr. Jaffe, I must commend you for the honesty, because it's difficult to defend what was caught on camera. But let's also talk about the recording. Was it done by a policeman, or it was who did the recording? Is also part of those who have been taken to Abuja?
You can't really tell, because it happened at the park.
Oh.
That shooting you are seeing happened at the park, where there were so many passers-by. So anybody could have taken that video. And I believe the policeman know that he was on record. So that's what I'm saying. It's not adding up. It's not really adding up. If let us assume he even knows something about it, let us assume. Do you think he would do what he did in the open? He would not.
Exactly. So if he knew, this is where the thing is just confusing. Because if say this police officer know where this pistol they come from, saying get hand in this thing, if we not do this thing openly like this now, because people did there now, so this thing is not. Bro, this is a strange thing. Oh, this is really strange, oh, bro.
So it's not adding up. When you look at the circumstances, he's the only one that can tell us.
And by the way, if say you even catch person where them talk, say, okay, this person buy person. This is just someone with an ammunition. This is not someone who we have said, okay, he has, killed someone, he has attacked someone. This is just someone they caught with an ammunition. We don't have any history to know what he has done in the past. Waiting he don't do, we go warrant any form of drastic if you say you come place now, you say this guy don't be by some people, you come from by people go film be like say maybe the guy just be passionate, maybe because he see the way the thing happen. But this is not, bro, this matter is weird. When I really follow the look this thing, this matter is really weird.
On drugs. I say I don't know him to be on drugs. It's very sad, and that's why I say it's unexplainable. You can't even explain it.
So in winding down, doesn't this call for police to start, maybe certain teams of the police to start wearing body cam in that sense? Because if not for this thing being caught on camera, maybe this conversation would have gone another way. What do you think, Ms. Aidafe?
Well, I would like to correct that impression that if it wasn't caught on camera, because on Monday we got the report. Like I said, that officer was issued query on Monday, and yesterday being Tuesday, in the morning they already left to the zone, like I earlier stated. So it's not because the video is out. Action had already been taken even before the video came out.
I understand, what he's saying here, but I would respectfully disagree with him. So here's why the video is necessary, right? Ordinarily, in the court of law, you are innocent until proven guilty. So if this guy if this incident had not been recorded, it will have been whatever people are saying, whatever, it would have been their words against this police officer. So this is why the video evidence is very, very keen, because even me myself, like I said, this is so unbelievable. He said it in the beginning that this is so unbelievable. So if somebody come talk, say this police officer do this thing, and una don't see the video evidence, una for no believe say it happen. Me, I for saying a lie. Say for people front, he can't do this thing, and for saying a lie. So the fact that we even saw it makes it like even we seeing itself, we're still finding it difficult to believe it. So I think that body camera is very, very necessary. It's very necessary. They need to find a way for them to be on. I know it's going to be quite expensive, but other countries are starting to adopt this thing. I know it's going to be expensive, and this is one of the things why I'm like, their salary is not even enough. If say we won't take that money, increase their salary itself, make we know so okay, yes, at least the Nigerian police force, they are, they have enough, they are earning enough to say okay, they have to do what is right. They cannot come outside and collect bribe or do certain things that we are hearing that they do, because if their salaries are okay. So this one is kind of tricky for me, because okay, we know we want to increase their salary. One can use the money, go to buy camera, maybe they record themselves when they commit crime. So I think this one is kind of like iffy. But that camera, trust me, is very necessary. Although funny enough, the camera is not. I know, say if you want to do it on a massive distance, it will be expensive. But ordinarily, how much is that camera? And it's a one-time purchase. How much is the camera and the space you are going to be recording it? And by the way, they have to. This one now is going to be. They need spaces, because people saying camera. You need to start considering the space where they are going to keep this video, this camera. So the guys they upload. So there has to be another section of the police, or the police has to now add that to their own policing task or responsibility, where they now get media people where we say these people will be in charge of handling such data. Because like even abroad, I think they keep their body cameras. I don't know if it's forever or for like maybe 10 years or a long time, because they can go back and recall body camera incidents of something that happened years ago. So this now has to do with somebody has to start being in charge of these video evidences, has to learn how to store these things, label them properly, title them properly, and upload them to wherever it is that they are going to store them. Or if they are going to have a physical space where they maybe like a data room where they want to be keeping all these camera footages. And normally how it works is Like for example, now in America, once they turn on their siren for their car, even their vehicle has camera. Once they turn on the siren for their car, the car starts recording, and then their body camera starts recording. And sometimes they can activate the body camera by themselves. So truly, I would say it is a very welcoming for just that transparency's sake. In fact, all government officials that are when you talk of people that are involved in security, people that have to carry firearms, I think they should be, they should have body cams. That's what I think. I think it will go a long way in still reducing this thing, because if not them, because they record by themselves, they're not going to want they do all those kind of things now. They have to mandate them that they must be recording.
You understand? So, like I said, the police does not cover. We've had antecedent. I don't want to start mentioning names. I don't want to discredit any other security agency, but I can tell you the Nigerian Police Force is the most transparent security agencies when it comes to disciplining their men.
I might agree with them on disciplining their men. I might agree with him on this particular point. Other agencies, when we hear say one do something, we know they hear the end. We don't see the end. But the Nigerian police, once they are caught on camera doing something, we always see that, okay, these people have been discharged from the police. They will serve their punishment and whatnot.
But there's still a lot of issues. Why was his face covered in the release that was put out? We've already seen the officer's face in the video, but in the picture you put out, you covered his face. So people are wondering, are you sure this is the person you took to Abuja? There's a lot of trust to be built. So why cover his face when his face is already out there?
All right. Yes, is first in Nigeria. It's part of the criteria to be a police officer. You must be in Nigeria. And the Nigerian Constitution has stated it clearly that media parade is not the way forward. If you observe, even when we are parading kidnappers, armed robbers, defaming suspects, rape suspects, we blur their faces, we cover their faces, or we take them from behind. So by this man being a police officer who is now a suspect, that does not take away that right of a Nigerian from him. That was why we had to do that. Let it not look like, oh, why be saying I reach police store now, you decide to open it? Because it is the same rule that governs every Nigerian.
But we've seen his face. We've all seen that face. And just to build trust and say, this is the same person we've taken to Abuja. Again, it happened right there. He shot him the first time. If I removed the magazine, pulled out a bullet, put it in the rifle and shot him again. So it's something we've seen just to build trust.
While you are correct, I'm not saying you are not. If you ask me personal opinion, I may want to put his face out there. But I have rules of engagement that applies to all Nigerians. And I have to do that part. The job, we don't operate on emotions or what people think. We have to follow the rule as it is written. His face is out there. When he gets to court, people will want to go and see whether he's the one. Like I said, there is no reason to cover anybody. There is absolutely no reason to cover anybody.
This one I understand, and I agree with him on this, and that's even part of what is the concern of people right now in this video, is that this guy is a suspect. I'm talking of the guy the police officer actually shot and killed. He is a suspect at this point, right? Until he goes through the court system before we can now say, okay, he's guilty of this, he's guilty of that. Because there you tender all the evidences that they've gathered against him. This is why when I say, okay, this man is guilty of so, this man is guilty of so. So exactly the same thing with this police officer. Usually you're supposed to be guilty until proven guilty. You're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. But this police officer case now, bro, everybody don't see. The whole world has seen what happened. There's no excuse. It was not a matter of self-defense. It was not a matter of, under some kind of duress or whatnot. This was a completely unarmed person who has been disarmed, who has been captured and, tied up. So there was no reason for this. So on this particular one, but still, I understand the process has to be. That's the problem with the law sometimes. It has to be on a platonic level. It has to be fair for everybody. So if we are saying suspects are not to be shown their faces, I can understand why the picture they put out, they blurred his face. So that's not a problem. The whole world, as far as we're concerned, social media now is the whole world, has seen what he looks like. They've seen his face. They already recognize the officer that did that. So there's no way he wants to cover it up and hide it and say, or they want to hide it and say this. So that's far from it. So we already know but is their mode of operandum, and that's a good one, because normal say people can't carry me, say, like, for example, now this guy now, if it was if the police officers were to actually parade this guy, usually they will cover his face, or they will let him back the camera, that kind of thing. And I've seen videos where this particular PR police officer puts out. That's why I say I respect him a lot. All the videos I've seen him put out on social media, I watch the videos he uploads a lot. You don't see their faces. They cover the faces of the suspects and the victims. So that one is not, to me, it's not a big deal. Like, we don't already see him. You don't get everything once up. And normal they will still carry the matter go court. So that guy, trust me, nobody's covering up for that guy. What he did was senseless. Nobody is going to cover up for that guy.
People know that he has been arrested.
They can't afford to cover up for himself.
When he gets to court, they will still see that he's the one. That's just the truth. But covering his face is because I have to follow the laid down procedure on public relations.
Mr. Bryce Dedafe, thank you for your honesty. Thank you for the work the police is doing, because we have a lot of other policemen who are doing great work. This is just a poor, bad representation of the Nigerian police that will have his day in court and will face ultimate justice. Bryce Dedafe is the public relations.
So this is the update on the particular issue. The police officers that were involved, as far as I'm concerned, the one police officer where they involved, the other ones, well, they will still answer what they won't answer, but the main police officer who did the shooting has been transported down to where they say they won't carry and go again. But yeah, there's going to be question, there's going to be investigation, and they are going to charge him to court, because this thing he did was inhumane. And this case is something I'm really interested in getting to the bottom of this one. Man, don't lie, I won't know what thing happened. I want to know what his excuse, what his reasons would be. I really want to know, because in broad daylight, in the presence of onlookers, this doesn't make any sense. It doesn't add up. It doesn't really add up. But anyways, this is Nigeria Express. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Peace out.